Hey guys, we are here in the shop. We're going to do the video for the install on the Rush flasher cap covers. Tools you're going to need: a 5/16 nut driver, a magnetic screwdriver, Phillips, and if you have a 5/16 crescent wrench, I believe that's what that is. That'll make your task a whole lot easier on some of these tools, or if you have a small socket and wrench, that would help also. So on my game, I have 4 out of the 6 caps installed. I'm not going to cover every single cap, how to install them. They're all pretty straightforward. When you get your caps, depending on how many caps you've ordered, you're going to get 6 screws if you order 6 caps, obviously. 1 screw per cap. And then you're also going to get these spacers. You'll get 3 of these. And I will show you what those are for later on in the video. The reason why we are switching screws is on the sterns right now they're 1/2 inch. With the flasher caps, I wanted to go to 3/4, especially if we use flasher caps and then we use the plastic protectors. We're starting to add a lot of layers and depth, so the 3/4 inch Phillips screwdriver or Phillips screw is going to be able to handle hopefully all of that stuff once everything's installed. So we're going to pause the video and we're going to go to the first cap. Ready? Okay. So we're going to install this cap here. As you can see on this cap, there are 2 screws that are holding the cap in place. The flasher cap has 1 bracket. If you look, here is the actual flasher for stern. So we're going to leave that one in, and we're going to take this one on this side out. So we're going to take our crescent wrench and our Phillips screwdriver. We're going to go in underneath, and we're going to take this screw out. And we're going to put this one off to the side. And when I'm using this tool, this crescent wrench, I put my finger on the underside. That way I don't lose the nut. So then we're going to take our flasher cap and we're going to put it on top. But what we have to do is we have to loosen ever so slightly this one. Then we're going to take our new 3/4 inch screw, feed through the hole. We're going to take our crescent wrench and we're going to put our nut in there, and we're going to feed it underneath. We're going to screw this in. Once it starts to grab, we're not going to tighten it all the way. So the reason why I loosen this flasher, this other side, is to get the cap flush, because everything kind of like shifts around. So once we get the cap nice and flush, then we can tighten it back up. And again, it doesn't have to be crazy tight. It's a lock nut. That's it. So you would repeat this process for this cap, this cap, this cap, and this cap. Now on these caps, you're going to have to take off this plastic. Okay? So you're going to remove these 3 screws. And when you pull these screws out, I believe these are 1/4 inch screws. So when you're changing out these caps and this cap, because I'm giving you new screws, you're going to use the 1/2" screws that come out of here to put into these. And then you're going to put the spacers in because the flasher caps are slightly taller. So that's where these spacers come into effect. Okay? So 1/2" from the stern hardware go into these. These are going to be mine, which are the 3/4 inch. And again, you're going to repeat the process. You're going to loosen. You're going to take one side out, loosen the other side, put the cap on, put the screw in, use your, if you have a crescent wrench, that would be great. And then tighten everything back up. 1/2" spacer, put it all back together. Easy peasy. Next step I'm going to show you is these the slings. These are slightly different, but pretty much the same way. All right, guys. So we're gonna remove this whole slingshot plastic with the cap, and to do this, we're gonna start on the underside. And if you look here, there's gonna be 2 connectors. One is the right side, and one is the left side. I would do it one at a time. And we're working on the left side, so we're just going to unplug this clip here, and then we're going to head back up on top, and we're going to take our 5/16 nut driver, and we're going to remove these 2 nuts. And we're going to pull this out, and we're going to pull that out. That's it. So then we have our slingshot with our flasher, and then 5/16 with our screwdriver. Ugh. Well, that sucks. But that's why you always put something down. So then we're going to remove our 1/2", and we need our 3/4 inch. So then cap on top. I'm not using the washers. I don't think they're necessary. So then we have our cap, and then we have our flasher cap, and then we have our flasher, and obviously the LED goes inside the cap. And then tighten this assembly back up. Again, we're just getting it kind of snug. We want to make sure that the flasher board is inside the cap, you know, dead center. And we're going to take this, feed it back down through, put this back on, take our 5/16 nuts, put those back on, tighten those up ever so snugly, and we're going to back underneath and just plug this clip back in. And we would do the same thing for the right side, and then we're going to put the playfield back in, and we're going to show you it all lit up. Back, playfield's back in. You know, obviously we had the playfield extended out to access everything. here is, the size comparison of screws. These are the ones that I'm going to give you. These are the ones that came out of the flasher caps from stern, and then these were the ones that came out of here originally, and then we put these 1/2 inches in here to accommodate the spacers. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Pinside or through my email. But I think they're nice. They're cool. Definitely added feature. Hope you guys enjoy them. If you have any questions, reach out to me.